Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this SHF Avengers Infinity War figure, and it is Iron Spiderman. And here's the box. It's a little bigger box because this version comes with the base. And on the back of the box, you can see a couple of pictures of Spider-Man, and that's it. So let's get this figure out of packaging. Alright, so here's Iron Spider outside the packaging, and let's check out all the accessories that this figure comes with. Not like a huge amount of accessories, but a good amount. We have the, whatever you call this, this spider legs, iron spider legs. And then we have extra eyes for different expressions. And then we have a bunch of hands. And then this little peg down here is it's for his backside to connect to the base. So not really useful or anything like that. I mean, it's more of a accessory for the base instead of accessories for the figure. And then we have the storage / base right there. And then we have webbings, 3 strands of webbings, and then all the rest of these are just for the base. And then this piece up here is for you to detach the eyes. It's just a little tool. And then, again, these are for the clamping system for the base. I really hate this clamp, this version of how it catches your waist, and then it just doesn't work. It doesn't work well at all. So here's a look at the Iron Spider from the front, from the side, and from the back. And from the back here, let me zoom in. You could clearly see they stopped using ball joints, well, for this figure at least, so I'm happy about that, because this figure with this type of joint makes the figure very articulated. Really great range of motion now for the Spider-Man here. So while we're at it, let's get an even closer look. Paint job is nice. I'm happy with it. I don't really see any major issues in regards to paint bleeds. And as far as range of motion, I must say this is by far one of the best articulated figure that I own from SHF. Now for the shoulder, it has the butterfly joint, so it allows him to swing his arm forward. You can see that there's a section right there, and if you straighten it up, it will be like that. And on the side, when it swing out, it's like that. And then the shoulders are actually on ball hinge joints. And then it has a swivel joint around the bicep section, and double jointed elbows. You can see he could bend over 9 degrees. Not like crazy amount, but it is over 9 degrees, so that's nice. And then the wrists are on the ball joint. And as for the head, there are 2 ball joints, one on the base of the head, and then one around the base of the neck. So range of motion, it's quite good. Here's how far up he could look. Not amazing, but still good enough. And looking down is a little bit better. You can see it's much more than looking up. And a little bit of side to side. There's the other side. And as far as the torso, you can see he has 2 ball joints. One is from chest, and then one is from waist. So he could bend about that far forward and about that far back. And as for side to side, not a whole lot, just a tiny bit. And the belt, it's actually a free-floating piece that sits right there, which helps with the hips, because it gives the hips a lot more range of motion, because since the belt is free-floating, so it doesn't get in the way at all. So here you can see when I raise this leg, you could raise high, definitely higher than 90 degrees, and you can see the belt doesn't get in the way, it just moves up. You can see that hips way over 90 degrees, and there's, whoops, come on, focus, there you go, and there's thigh swivel, rotation for the thigh, and knees could bend over 90 degrees, and the ankles and toes articulation. So here I got Spider-Man in one of these dynamic poses. See the range of motion he has, which allows him to create poses like this. Is it's something that I am very, very happy with when it comes to Spider-Man, because with Spider-Man he is very agile and he could do crazy poses, and this figure definitely allows him to do that. Alright, so here's another pose I was able to give Spider-Man. Let's see, another dynamic pose. Really liking the Spider-Man, especially around the hips. You can see that joint really helps with the range of motion. Here you can see the clamp. There's a little crotch lifting section, so that helps with lifting up the figure, but the clamp itself is not the tightest, so it does get loose quite easily. Let's see if I focus on that, especially the left side, that barely hangs on. So and then these hinges, I guess you could tighten it with a screwdriver, so that should help, but the clamp itself is not the greatest. And to attach the Iron Spider pieces, you need to remove this back panel. Just use your fingernails and then just pry this piece open, and then you see there's a peg hole right there, and then you just need to attach this piece on the back side. There's a peg right there, and then you just need to peg it onto its back side. And to switch out the eyes, pretty simple. You just need to pull the head off. It slides right off, and then there's the head. And then you just need to use that little tool, that clear plastic tool right here, and then just press on the back side to pop the eyes off, and then you can see there's a hole right there. You just need to slide in the new eyes, and then pop the head back on. And here's another pose. I got Iron Spider with the claws and squinty eyes. Let's take a look at those claws. They are all articulated. Every section there's a hinge joint there, so you can articulate those arms every which way. And yeah, zoom out a little bit. Oh, come on, focus. There you go. Yeah, look at that. Look at that pose. Really awesome Iron Spider, and I'm very happy to have this in my collection. And yeah, it's gonna set you back quite a bit though. I think this is about 87 or something like that. And but it is a very, very impressive figure. Awesome looking Spider-Man. And I'll be getting the Mark 50 from SHF, and also the Thanos from SHF, most likely this coming week. So once I get those, I'll be able to show you guys what they look like. And one issue I have with the Spider-Man is the chest joint. This socket joint, it's kind of shallow, it does tend to pop off quite easily. You can see there's the come on, focus. There's the ball joint right there, and there's the socket joint right there. So yeah, that one tends to pop off quite easily. And when you put it back together, it doesn't pop in. It doesn't make that pop sound, so you don't know whether it's in all the way or not. But yeah, it's just something that I find it annoying when I'm trying to pose them. The top section tends to fly off. So there you have it. Overall, I do highly recommend this figure, but it is a bit expensive. So yeah, you could 2, 4, 6, 8. You could get almost 4 of the legends versus one of these SHF. So I mean, it is expensive, but I do enjoy this piece more than I do with legends. So yeah, there you have it. There is the Iron Spider from Figuarts. Thanks for watching.